Overnight on the town wouldn't do us any harm. Overnight on the town wouldn't do us any harm. Overnight on the town wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old. We'll roll the old. We'll roll the old. And we'll all hang on behind.
Let's get her started. Hold on, let me.
What's up?
Hello, people. Welcome back to Pirate Radio with the boys. But the boys aren't even here today. Whoever.
It'll be a good one. How are y'all doing today?
I'm getting through it.
It's a hot son bitch.
It was pretty hot today.
I'm getting tired of this heat.
It's going to be 100 degrees plus for the next like 10 days.
I'm here for it.
You know, I don't mind it until we do this. And then I'm like, it pisses me off.
Well, I mean, like, I've been working in houses that don't have ACs. I can't imagine you like being outside.
I'd rather be outside.
Because there's a breeze outside.
Yeah,
and it
being
really isn't even that hot like that.
Yeah, being outside is way. Because our AC ran out actually the other day.
Oh,
And
really?
so I was cooler outside all day and then coming in because it gets all like humid in the house.
Do you like, but not bundle up, but like, do you wear long sleeves and pants all the time?
I wear pants and I wear dry fit long sleeve shirts and then another shirt.
Yeah,
I've been doing that since I used to wear tank tops.
Yeah,
then I got dark.
So do you bundle up for like sunburn purposes, or just does it actually keep you cooler
Both.
being bundled up?
Both, I think, because there's like 3 reasons. One, it's I don't want to get too much sun.
Yeah.
2, it actually does cool you off. Like I don't like, and then 3, I don't like grass on my skin.
Yeah.
That bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I feel
It'll
that.
like fuck your legs up and your arms.
There's all the white people out here fucking mowing lawns in shorts and shit. I can't do that.
I do that. The only time I
But that's
don't,
like-
if I'm weed eating, I don't like wearing shorts.
Well, you're doing like, I know your yard's big, but that's 1 yard.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers out here. And then when you weed eating edge, you're getting rocks thrown at you and shit. It fucking
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah. So fuck the heat. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this fan.
I forgot how great it is.
It has been a very long time. I got into Hunter S. Thompson and Fear and Loathing in particular because Avenged Sevenfold.
Really?
Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold. Their music video for Backcountry. I want to say the beginning. No, it's the beginning of it. That has the quote, too weird to live, too rare to die.
You know, I had never connect those two together. I didn't realize that's what.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
I didn't realize
exactly.
that's what
Watch
it's
the music
referencing.
video.
I
It's
was
an
gonna-
exact rip
I was gonna
of
get that
Fear and
tattooed.
Loathing. And then the City of Evil album pretty much follows like this corrupt life of excess and chaos. And
For those of you who don't know, because you can't see that side, I actually have that tattooed on me on this side.
Hunter S. Thompson. Show them. Show the people. People
But
wanna
it's a
see.
different shirt, but it's the same drawing. I didn't want to show them, but there you go.
Yeah, my brother was telling me, my younger brother was telling me about him, that he had to read some of his stuff for school. And he was talking about that there's one, I guess the story that made him famous was called the Kentucky Derby.
Mm-hmm.
And it just describes like how these rich people, because that's what he talks about a lot, is, the way rich people like act in their environment. That's what Las Vegas is about. But in the Kentucky Derby, he talks a lot about how they're pretty much just maniacs, just betting on these horses.
Do you know who Ryan Sickler is? He's from that area where horse racing, like, it's not the Kentucky Derby, but apparently they do like a circuit of horse races. And he tells a story of how, like, you load on a bus and they take you and you party. Like, I want to experience that one day. Like,
That would be badass.
I don't know about the Kentucky Derby, but like other ones that they do for the Triple Crown.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's like a party, even for like common people. I hate saying that, but like just normal folk.
So would you like to gamble like that one day?
I wouldn't want to gamble. I don't. Here's the deal about gambling, man. It's too addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want. if you haven't noticed, I just want to get drunk and have fun.
Yeah. Well, because like when I was in Vegas this last time, at Caesar's Palace, they have quarters. So pretty much you get a cup full of quarters and then you just slowly like put it in, and then the waitress comes up because they give you free drinks. So you just have to tip them. So it was kind of nice where you pretty much just give them $1 and it's like $1 drinks like every time you do it. So
You just tip them like $1?
yeah, I mean, because you're just doing quarters. If you don't tip them, they won't come around.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but you at least have to give them like $1 or $2, especially if it's quarters. If you're gambling those big games, yeah, you want to like gamble on like $20 every time.
No, I see gambling like strip clubs. It seems fun, but it's just a waste of money. I don't want to waste my money.
Yeah, gambling has never been because I have friends who are like, oh, I want to go to Vegas and play blackjack. I've never been that kind of person.
I like to roll dice. I like to play dice. That's fun. I like to do squares. And then, but if they had sports betting here, oh, I'd be fucked.
Really?
I would love to do sports betting. It'd be so fun.
Can you do it online?
Yeah, but you can't do it like they give you prizes.
Oh, okay.
Like here, you get prizes. You don't
Get actual money.
There's some guys I know actually here that do it, but
I wonder.
I'm such a square.
I wonder if you have a. I wonder if you have a address, let's say like Vegas or New Jersey, where you can actually gamble. I wonder if you can.
No, because my uncle's because it's legal and it just got legalized in Phoenix in Arizona. It's real strict on the on your like it's like a technology, like it knows where you're at. You like over there, I can't bet over there. Like
really?
I couldn't bet over there. You have to be like your license has to be to the state, something like that with sports betting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Vegas, that's like free for all, right?
Oh, anybody, yeah.
Like if you go over there, yeah.
Well, this is because if like anybody can go to those reservations and bet because it's legal.
Yeah. When I was at Caesars, what blew my mind is they had it wasn't a slot machine, but it was a Pac-Man, and they had like 4 different tables, and it has a big old TV in the middle, and you could bet like who could get like the balls first.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go to that one where he's on the motorcycle.
He's on the motors. Yeah.
Is that him or is that Johnny Depp?
That's him.
He's such a cool dude.
I recently listened to a story on this podcast called The Moth. I told you about it, I think. There's this podcast called The Moth, and it's a storytelling podcast.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Like each episode has like a one-worded theme, and the stories that they present just include this word, just different themes, different contexts. So the theme was gun. That was the word. And so the Hunter S. Thompson story was told by a girl. She was an aspiring writer, and she had a friend that was working for Rolling Stone that knew of a position that opened up to be Hunter S. Thompson's assistant. And so, of course, she applied, and she included in her application or her letter, her resume, whatever, that she was a bartender, because she was like struggling being a bartender, working like the late ass hours and stuff. And so she thought, if I mention that, maybe he'll think I'm a good time, whatever. And so she gets a call after one of her bartending shifts. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning, and it's Hunter S. Thompson that called her himself and was like, "Hey, do you still want that job?" She's like, "Of course." And he was like, "Okay, well, you'll get called with arrangements in the morning, and I'll be the one to pick you up." And so she gets picked up. Essentially, he picks her up in that big ass red car that he's known for.
Yeah.
What's it called? The red.
Let's see.
I don't want to call it the Red Baron, but it's the red something. But anyways, so they get picked up in that, or he picks her up in that car. The Red Shark. He picks her up in that car. They go immediately to a bar. He orders all this fucking food, all these drinks, and he's pretty much like, "Let's go." And they leave. He orders a piece of chocolate cake, stuffs something in his pocket into the cake. He ends up stuffing it with shrooms, makes her eat it. That ends up being her very first trip on her very first trip on shrooms. And it just went on into him shooting guns into the air and the police getting involved. But that was her interview for the job. And she
He's,
got the job. She kept it for a year. She quit because it was too much. And
Just
then
like everybody before.
yeah, because like nobody was keeping the job, and because he was just so much to handle. Like he would have like very high emotions where he was angry or he was crazy or he was paranoid. So she just could not, and he ended up killing himself. I think like 10 years later. But this was, I think the story was from like 1991 or 1992.
Yeah, he was a wild.
He killed himself because he said, I think he left like, he was like, I have nothing left to give to this earth. So that's why he killed himself. He had his family over. And they were all just chilling. He went in his room and shot himself.
Yeah, because he was just
Awful.
one of these people that just didn't. He wanted to go on his own.
Yeah, while it is awful, I see it.
Yeah.
I can understand. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. You're like, fuck it. What else do I have to live for? I did it all.
Yeah.
That's like,
Have you
I feel
ever?
like sometimes some people like live their lives to be like just examples of like what a life of excess will do or what truly not giving a fuck will do.
Mhm.
You know, and I think he was one of those examples. Just like
it's just crazy because Rogan was talking about it today. And he said then like you just fall into that character.
yeah.
Like it became a character and everybody was like, we're what's up? And he was like living
Fuck it,
and
yeah.
he just crossed the line.
I mean,
living.
imagine like just making money off of just kind of that persona, and then, well, if you're making money off of it, and that's just what you're known for, why not just become it? You know, it's so easy
And
to.
then-
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, and then those drugs too. Like
Yeah,
it's hard to get off those drugs.
Imagine if that's like where like your most success came from, like your like most creative
That's what
ideas.
he was talking about how Bert Kreischer, the machine, is becoming the machine.
Yeah,
You just become that. That's kind of what happened to him. Supposedly, I don't really know too much about him.
they did in the 70s. They did a movie about him. Bill Murray
Yeah, that's
plays him where the Buffalo roam. Then when Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was going to be made, Johnny Depp got cast for it. But Bill Murray apparently went to Johnny Depp and warned him, like, hey, just letting you know, when you take on this character, be careful, because if you don't, you would spend the next like 10 years or so just in that lifestyle and you won't
Well,
get
he
out
went
of it.
out with.
Do I know?
He became like good friends with Hunter.
Yeah.
Thompson. But look at him now.
But I mean,
Look at Johnny Depp now.
I would think Bill Murray and Johnny Depp, before playing this role, they were doing like the daily routines and
I don't know about Bill Murray, but Johnny Depp probably
yeah,
because he shot his ass into space, so he was the one who did it.
yeah. You talking about the fireworks thing?
Oh yeah, he Johnny Depp was the one who did it all.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rogan has talked about this before.
but like yeah,
his
because
routine.
he would wake up at 3, I guess. What is Shiva's regnal?
Shiva's Regal.
Regal, yeah.
I think that's a drink.
Drink Dunhills, then cocaine, another glass of Shiva's, Dunhill, first cup of coffee, more cocaine, orange juice, cocaine, coffee, Dunhills, more ice in the Shiva's, cocaine, etc. Grass, you take the edge off of the day. Like doing that every day, there's no telling what peaks he was having daily. I mean,
Just watch the fucking movie. They get crazy.
But this fool like did acid on a daily basis.
Yeah, and he wasn't sleeping and cocaine. And they do mescaline in the movie and adrenochrome.
Yeah, that's what's crazy how they include that in that movie, the adrenochrome.
Because that's what the rich people do now.
Yeah. Because my brother, he watched it for the first time, and I was telling him about that. He goes, maybe that's why all these celebrities just act weird and get into all that weird shit.
Right there says clove cigarettes. Jen's neighbor, little sister has some. She smokes clove cigarettes,
Oh, cloves
those
are
are-
so tasty,
and it's actually really like I really enjoy it.
and they're like, aren't they awful for you?
Pretty.
Or are they just as bad as
I
cigarettes?
think it's about as raw
They're
as.
so tasty.
it's
They're
a-
so smooth.
Yeah.
They're fuzzy feeling. I like it.
It's a good buzz. That's what it is. I love it.
On the routine, it says continuous pornographic movies at 6 p.m.
I couldn't imagine even just being around that.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, how many people in the world do this? Think about how many people that follow Hunter S. Thompson and do this. I mean, you can only last so long, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a rare breed, man.
Can I have a little puff of that?
Yeah.
It just looks so cute. Not cute.
You should start
but
smoking cigars.
Ew, no.
Why?
I don't know.
We usually answer questions on this podcast if you aren't familiar with it.
No, I was wondering when it was going to become like Pirate Radio.
But yeah,
I mean,
rest
I
in
think I was
peace.
like a last resort guest. Was I?
No, it was actually like,
I was the first one to reply, maybe.
yeah, and then Swagadellic literally today, he fucked up. He said, "Can my wife be a guest?" And I was like, "She can like double up on the mic with you." And then now they're not even here.
Man, he was tall. He was 6'3".
He's in New York.
He's in New York.
And, yeah, enjoying life in New York.
Nice.
Let me see.
Never been.
I
Oh,
like New York.
I want to
New York a
know.
lot better than California.
I've never been to the East Coast. The farthest east I've been is Kansas City. That's as far I've gone.
I've never gone any further than like Dallas.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Have you been west? How
I've been to the
how
West
far
Coast.
west have you
I've been
been?
all the way to Oregon,
Oh, okay.
right on the coast.
Nice.
That's real pretty. I want to go to New York though.
I know people that are moving to LA right now, and I'm like, why would you do that to yourself?
That's what I'm wondering. I know. I have heard. There's nothing there anymore.
It seems like a miserable place.
It's beautiful, like
It seems
like a
miserable
beautiful
to just be
looking place, but there's crime everywhere now, even in the really rich parts.
I came across this article talking about, because there's always these articles talking about how people are moving to Texas, but where Texans are moving to, it's mainly California and New York.
Yeah, but you were right, dude. Talking about how like, because I was listening again to Thompson and his wife. They went back to LA for like a week or two because they're like, this Texas heat is too much. So a lot of the motherfuckers probably gonna be leaving again because it's way.
I mean, dude, it's bad here with heat, but when you go to Houston, like that heat's just different.
And also,
It's like a suffocating humidity.
also, if nobody's from here, we're fucking stupid and we're on a different power grid. And there's like rolling blackouts in Houston right now.
Yeah.
Luckily, Lubbock's kind of small, so we don't get that. But they're doing rolling blackouts.
Well, because what's that company called?
ERCOT.
ERCOT. They bought out LP&L, so they're part of that grid because y'all are LP&L, right?
You're not?
No, we're South Plains, so we're our own over there. So every time there's like blackouts here in Lubbock, we're usually fine over
For
there.
real?
Mm-hmm.
The heck?
For now, until they buy it out, probably, since everything's growing over there. Because with South Plains, I mean, back in the day, that was just a small area. Since it's growing over there, there's no telling when that's probably going to merge with everything else. So
I don't know how much longer it is before, like, between here and Levelland is nothing but just develop it. Or here to Brownfield.
yeah, hell, we were in Ropesville, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if this area is eventually going to be taken over with houses. Because South, like, I wouldn't doubt, because it connects with Woodrow, but how far is it until it connects with New Home and then Tahoka?
I like New Home.
yeah.
I live out there.
It's a nice little place.
I really would live out there. It's real pretty. It's not
But-
pretty, I lied. It's just, there's nothing out there.
Well, because, you know, with all these other surrounding cities that connect, like how, because I remember when I was living in Round Rock, you would hit Round Rock and then go 30 minutes like of just trees until you hit like Pflugerville. And then
Pflugerville.
after that, there was like another patch of trees, and then you hit Austin. But now all that connects. But I'm wondering if we're ever going to see like New Deal connect, Tahoka connect, Levelland connect. Like, how long does it take until all
That
that?
loop, it's going to be no problem.
Yeah, because they're starting the construction on it now, right?
Mhm,
On
they-
130th.
Mm-hmm. They're really starting to do it now. It's fucking crazy.
I know a lot of people that had land out there when it was nothing. They made a shit
They
ton of
cashed
money.
out?
Mhm.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, dude, I like it out there. New Home.
I know someone that owned so on University, right across from Tinseltown where Chick-fil-A is now at, that was once a hardware store, like a local hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
But then he bought out that land, and because of that, Chick-fil-A bought it, and now he's a millionaire. Yeah.
No fucking shit.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But hell, there's so many people that just had like man, I really wish like our family like just bought land all these little outskirts.
You know, I knew a guy. I bet he's a miserable sack of shit right now, because he was like, man, because he was older, working landscaping, like getting paid like pennies for an old, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I had a chance to buy. They were like, he told me they were practically like giving away that land in like the 80s, in the 90s, like out there, what is now 130th.
Yeah.
He's like, man, they were just like, they were like, please buy this land from us.
What would really help out Lubbock is, I mean, they're kind of doing it now, expanding the interstate on 27, but 27 only connects from Amarillo to Lubbock. But because the original plan for it, I guess it lost funding, so that's why I never got bigger than what it is. The original plan for it was going to connect all the way to Laredo, all the way up to Lubbock, and then it was going to go all the way up to Denver, and then all through like Wyoming and Montana into Canada. How do you just
know this?
Do what?
How do you just know this?
How do I just know this?
Yeah.
Well, it kind of does go up to almost Denver anyways.
Yeah, just over the years, like I've listened to the news and read articles.
Highways run east and west.
Yeah.
Interstates run north and south.
But
Yeah.
if our interstate was way bigger, that would help us out a lot. That's why a lot of big companies don't come out here, because you know, that's why they go to Dallas and Austin, because there's major highways that, you know, when they ship stuff out, they could just go. Here, you know, yeah, we have the little interstate, but after that, it's just highways. Like, it's not interstate. So,
interstate commerce.
I just hear shit and just repeat it.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that shit. Go up to the Instagram question, or Instagram. Can you give me a beer, please?
Thank you. Rest in peace, Hunter S. Thompson, though.
Fucking crazy son bitch. Jen, if you could level up any aspect of your life, i.e. strength, intelligence, charisma, what aspect would you increase? This is what we do on Pirate Radio. We ask questions.
Honestly, I feel like I'm a very driven person. I feel like I'm a very goal-oriented person. And so I think like through that, like I have like drive to like, you know, learn more, and I work out a lot, so I have like physical strength.
Do we sound good?
Yeah.
I sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would just want like better mental health. Can I have that?
Just more mental strength, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty solid in so many aspects, but the mental health is what kicks me in the knee.
Get into yoga.
Yeah. But I do all the right things to be positive and to like have like a positive outlook. I get up early, work out. I fucking have my dream job. You know, like I love what I do. I make money off of it. I'm very secure. You know what I mean? But it's just like you just kind of can't control your mind. Like I would love to have more, just, you know, more self-awareness with my mental health.
I feel.
Yeah.
You, Roy?
No, I just want to level up on my intelligence. I want to be smarter.
I think you're pretty smart.
Yeah, but I want to be even smarter. I feel like you can, it's not easy to level up strength-wise, but you can. You know what I mean? So, like, being able to whoop somebody's ass is pretty cool. But being able to just make them seem, if somebody's an asshole and, like, make them just seem stupid, that's, like, another, like, level of fuck you, dude. Like, you know, because, like, obviously you don't want to get physical because bad things can happen. When physical comes out, people can get really hurt. But if you can, like, if a dude's really being an asshole to you and you just make him feel like, small dumbass. Oh my god! Or you just know things like even like that's just me being a hater right now. But even doing the podcast, like I can have like be more intelligent, have more intellectual. I don't know. I guess I do think I am intelligent. I need to expand on my vocabulary and how I formulate sentences. But that's also because I'm fucking drunk when I'm having these conversations. So that's I just want to be smarter. I want to be more. I want to be like a therapist almost. Those motherfuckers, like they know human nature and human minds. That's what I want to know more about. That's what I would try to level up on.
I feel that. I get it, yeah, because intelligence is one thing that I want to level up, but it's like more for me. It's more of presentation. Like I just want to be smooth and everything.
Yeah, you ever heard like somebody talk and you're just like, wow.
Me, you.
But like somebody like I hate to, again, I hate to say it, like a scholar.
No,
like a scholar talks and you're just like the B dude. That dude was.
Yeah,
he was really
so
intelligent. Like he was fat like that, and he's cool. It's like the fact that he can captivate us with just like with his mind.
Yeah,
is like wow. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just
some people can captivate you with their beauty, but he was just like he knew his shit. Maybe he's just because he was older. I don't know. Maybe we'll be like that when we're older.
I mean, he was very educated on what he does, though.
Yeah.
Like he knew the ins and outs of his job.
That was I might have cut that part out.
Yeah, he was awesome.
That
cool. Would be great because you know what? I have like this like new like body dysmorphia through like the podcast where like I just listened to Lords of Film and I was like it was just to be more well spoken, if that makes sense.
That's exactly what it is.
It's almost like I know what I want to say now or like as I'm saying it, but it's just to like construct the sentence with the correct.
I think we all come from that because like to be able to pull out your ass quickly. And
you're pretty good at that though. I think he's pretty good at that because he's always just like laying out just like random ass facts or just you have just like this good like continuation of conversation because you are just so so much about a lot of little things.
That's what because like for me like I do like I'm not bragging but like I do feel smart. Mm-hmm. Like I do feel like I guess when I'm thinking stuff, like my brain just feels different. I just wish I knew how to like just bring it down a level and just present it well. Because there's been many times where I know what I'm talking about. Like I know how to explain it to me, but there's times where I start explaining it to y'all and I'm like, man, I don't even know if I'm making sense.
No, because then you do make sense. So I retract my answer. I want to say that one. I want to be more well-spoken. Forget the mental health thing. Okay.
But it's just like, I wish I can, that's why I said, like, I wish I was smooth about things. Like, because there have been times on the podcast where I guess I know too much and I just start rambling on it. I just wish I knew how to just get to the point, say it, and then
or at least
be done with it.
Just have a flow to it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's
me too.
That comes with practice.
So it's like at work, like we have schools, like cosmetology schools come and tour us, or we go and speak in front of the schools to like recruit, right? So we talk about like the history of the salon, the history of the company, what we offer, what I cover in my program and shit like that. And it's like, I have so many things that I want to say and they just come out here and there, and like not really like in a very like fluid, manner. So I get what you're saying, where it's just like, exactly what you need to say and like what you're talking about, but it's just like to make it fluid and to make it not just word vomit.
That's the beauty of the podcasting, man, because you had that there's 3 other people in the room.
Yeah.
You had alcohol. You had weed. You're nervous because I'm nervous. I was nervous with the B guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, fuck.
I was so fascinated.
I was like, that really, like I said, I've said it before. That really, that was the episode. I'm like, yeah, we're podcasters. After that one, I'm like, yeah, I can hang with anybody. I think I could go on Joe Rogan right now and hang after that podcast because I was like. We drank so many goddamn beers that episode.
You drank so
I drank so many goddamn beers.
I was literally just
Yeah.
straight out.
I drank
because there
so
was,
many
like,
beers,
beehives on the
and I
TV.
even like I felt like I was
I
asking
didn't,
really
I didn't
good
even
questions.
realize how many beers you had till the end.
I drank a lot of beers,
Because I think I only had 2. And then I
It
saw
was a
like,
long podcast.
Yeah.
and we did it for 3 hours almost.
Yeah.
No
Oh my
cuts.
The next day the next day at work, to my coworkers, to my clients. Do you know what royal jelly is? Do you know that most of the honey at stores is fake? Yes, so it is. Don't go to the farmer's market because it might be fake too. Like, I was like, dictionary or like encyclopedia.
It's not fake at the farmers market, but it might not be where they say it's from.
It might not be like truly local, like
It
from
might be
like, your
from
area.
Georgia.
It might be from like a little bit.
because
further.
like, you know, like you had good questions too. And I think that's all what it comes down to. If you ask the right questions,
That's what I'm saying. I
Like,
was able to
don't-
do that while I was
like you
drunk.
don't
He like kept our attention enough to where we were all asking like very focused questions,
Mhm.
you know. And
One-
that's really
I got you-
hard
I
for
got you,
guests
dog.
To do is to like get it. I feel like that sometimes where it's like I'm listening, but to be like truly like into what they're saying, like
No, yeah, I'm thankful for anybody who comes on here. Don't think I'm talking shit, but
yeah,
there's a difference between a guy like him who's going to talk more and enlighten us or educate us, as opposed to me asking the majority of the questions, like an interview-esque type interview, which is the majority of the time when we're doing these. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's how it is. But when we have a guy like that, yeah, motherfucker.
it's fun when
Yeah.
you're an encyclopedia
Yeah.
about what you know
Yeah,
that you do.
when
Like
you can.
to educate us, to show us who you are is freaking sick.
yeah, because if you're able to ask the right questions
Boy, that
and you get that
motherfucker-
information out, that's all it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Just point him in the
Yeah.
right direction. And he can
Know
wait.
the skill. Yeah.
Because I mean, the only thing that I was, because the things that I were thought about was stuff that I had heard about bees, and I was going to ask. You know, that's why I had asked: is it true when a swarm of bees get to you? Is it true you're not supposed to just sprint and haul ass that way? So, one thing I wanted to ask him about was the jackass stunts that they do with bees.
Oh,
what
yeah.
he thought about that.
Ask him when he comes back.
Yeah, we'll get him back on here. We got to get Robin back on here too.
Oh my gosh, together.
I wonder if they know each other.
Can you
Maybe.
imagine that podcast?
Oh, that'd be
Just all
crazy.
three of us on that side, just hard eyes. Just yeah, now put some honey on that piece of meat. Yeah,
I want to get drunk with all 3 of them. Or all 2 of them, my fault.
Robin was cool. He pulled up with the White Claws and the flip flops.
He was drinking. He brought
Had his
food. He brought his gun out.
Which one was Robin?
You weren't here at that point.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
He's
one?
a rancher.
Yeah, he made his own Black Angus beef.
Was that the one that y'all said that y'all had to stop early because something was going on?
It was literally that was our best podcast before we had the beef.
He
Dead ass, but yeah, he saved
yeah,
us.
some car broke down. I think more than likely he broke down right there, and it just
Yeah.
made a lot of noise. And he went and got his gun. Big man, protect us. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Can be another beer, Jim.
Oh, there's one right there.
Oh shit, I did bring. Never mind.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing.
You already know?
Let's see what the next question is. I didn't really like these questions too much.
What's the next question?
Hold on. I'm gonna send it.
Where do you get these questions from?
Swagadellic.
Swag.
He like got like a free trial from a book, and he screenshotted all of them. And
Oh my god. I was wondering where y'all get these. Roy, thank you for letting me be a guest.
You're okay. I sent it.
Okay. You said you're welcome. Hopefully. What?
I know what I said.
If you could ask 3 questions to anyone in history, would you who would you choose, and what questions would you ask?
Oh, hell.
Is that a bad one? Should I? Hold on. I got a better
I
one.
don't know. I don't know how. What would your answer to that be? I don't have one off the top of my head.
To anyone, hell, I don't know. There's so many I could think of. I don't know. Lee Harvey Oswald. Did you really shoot Kennedy? If you could design a new holiday, what holiday would you create, and what traditions would you have? Cholo Goth Night.
I don't know. These are hard.
That's a good one. That's the easy one.
What's yours?
I would have a Roy Day. That's what we would,
Oh yeah, hella soft day.
where we drink beer. No, here's what we would do. We'd wake up in the morning, and we would go for a run.
That's what I was gonna say for hella soft day.
We go run, and then we do kickboxing. We don't eat. We just drink water, and then at lunch, we have Whataburger. And then after that, we take a nap. We recharge, and then we drink all fucking day. We just go bar hopping all day.
Okay.
Mandatory cigars, nothing but Lone Star and Bud Light. And then for dinner, we eat a nice steak with mashed potatoes and some sort of steamed vegetables. And then we go smoke a cigar, drink a glass of whiskey, and drink until we pass out. National Roy Day. This is mandatory. You have to do it. Even if
hella
you're sober.
soft day.
Even if you're sober. Oh, and we're the whole time we're listening to Metallica and Motorhead.
Okay, I also had like a little soundtrack for hella soft day. Hella soft day. You wake up for your workouts, and you work out at 5 a.m. and 5:50, and you're a good girl. You get there on time. You burn a lot of calories, and after you're still going. So you go to the park and you run 2 miles, but you smoke a lot of weed before, and then you run 2 miles to 3-6 Mafia, and then you go home and you shower and you give yourself a blowout. And then you go to Torchy's for lunch and you get day drunk. And you have the tipsy chick, you have 2 of them. And then, just like Roy said, you go home and you take a nappy nap. And then you wake up, you go swimming. Well, you get high, then you go swimming for a few hours. Then you get home, get high some more, take a shower, give yourself another blowout. And then you go to the bar and have more margaritas. And then, yeah.
And drop acid.
No, you don't drop acid because on hella soft day you might just die if you do that.
What a way to go.
Morale might be low on hella soft
Mine's
day.
11-10 days. So yeah, I'll be ready because we're gonna do that. What would you do? What would your national holiday be? New holiday.
It would be just like Thanksgiving, but not turkey. You got to smoke a brisket.
You son of a bitch.
This is way better already. Like
Why? But why?
I'm
You don't
literally
like
just
turkey?
listing my Monday.
I do like turkey, but if it's my day, instead of the traditional dish is brisket.
Hey, have you had the brisket tamales from Hill Barbecue?
I have not yet.
It was like fucking
I've been
good.
seeing them post about
I've
it.
had some before.
They do it every Monday, I think. Yeah. I've never had brisket tamales, so
I have never had them. That just sounds.
I've had all kinds of-
great.
The grossest thing I ever had was a bean tamale. That
Ooh.
just that
is that like some vegan shit, I guess?
is white people shit. Like I took a bite out of it because I
Is it
thought
like
it was
some vegan shit?
what?
Is it like vegan?
Is that what you
Probably
Is that
more
what you just said?
vegetarian. Yeah, I did, but it's all right.
What?
He, anyways, I took a bite because I thought like there was just tamales. It was Christmas, and it was surprising at first. And I was like, "Oh, Brad, let me tell you what happened today." Actually, like I try to keep cool, but like sometimes I stay strong. What is it? Your convictions? Like I stay strong to who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're an establishment and your God-given right is to do what you want. If you just want to serve regular tea, like that's cool. You're fucking dumb, but that's cool. That's your God-given right as an American establishment to just serve regular tea. But if you label it as sweet tea, I'm expecting to drink that shit and it like make me like, ooh, that's sweet. Like that's the level I need.
Yeah.
So I took a drink of some tea at Market Street, and just on accident in front of all these old white folks. I don't really get embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? And I just said it out loud, and I was like, oh man, my fault. I should have just kept that to myself. I was so disappointed in that tea. Well, sorry. I just had to
They
say
ain't a
that.
worse thing when a place has tea but they give you unsweet tea
And you
and
got
then
the
a
sugar
bunch
in it?
of
Yeah, you might as well. Nah, I'll burn that place. Nope. Why?
because it don't mix well.
How are you from the South, Texas, and you do that? I don't understand it. Or you serve that what's the like the machine, that sweet tea from the machine. You know what I'm talking about? Not Lipton, Gold Peak,
Mm-hmm.
like a Gold Peak machine.
Gold Peak is so nasty.
Why would you have a Gold Peak? Like,
Gold Peak is so fucking
don't
nasty.
serve that shit. Don't. God, again, that's your right. Do you like? There's some really like good mom and pop Southern, like not really like Texas establishments here in Lubbock that are like good and you're supporting local, but they serve that Gold Peak shit. And I just don't understand it.
Wingstop serves Gold Peak.
Yeah, so does Subway. And I just don't understand it. Like, what the fuck, man? But to go back on it, I had a like a cornmeal tamale or something like that. It was good. I've had chicken tamales. Those are good.
Well,
Brisket
that's what
tamales.
the masa is, though.
Yeah, it was basically
Yeah.
what that was. But
It's just masa then.
yeah, it was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I've had green chili tamales before. I've even had a sweet tamale. I was not a fan of that either.
Do y'all do tamales for Christmas? Are y'all that kind of?
My tia doesn't.
Yeah,
I wish I knew how to make them.
they're hard.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never made them, but I've seen my family do it. And I'm like, that looks complicated.
that's one thing I wish I had learned how to make, or did like with my granny.
I used to hate when, because it like if you do pork, it's off of the pig's head.
I love
So
that.
you get the
Oh, that
pig's
used to be
head.
my favorite.
And then you like boil it.
Yeah.
But like my parents, you know, when they would boil it, they would do it in our house. And I used to hate the way the boiled pig would smell at first. But once
Are you a picky eater?
I know I'm not, but just like the process of boiling the pig's head, it just like it's not a good smell.
I remember. Wow, I remember
It
being.
fills the house.
Mhm.
I remember being young, and seeing like a frozen pig head ready to go.
And it's just like,
Yeah,
The eyes are all gray.
yeah.
And so I well, my grandpa was, so I remember going into those meat lockers and seeing just frozen ass, big ass,
Animal.
like going into the freezer. You see those big ass cows just like, you know, like on Texas Chainsaw Massacre when she's in the freezer. It's just like that. I remember just going in there and seeing that shit.
Look at it.
I don't remember that. That's a little bit.
That's what I remember.
I don't really remember it that. I
Because the ones I've seen, it
just
looks.
remember it was a whole ass head. It wasn't half.
Yeah, it looks
It
more
was like that.
this.
Yeah, I remember seeing that because that was no skin. This was with skin.
the
You know, see it?
the pig that
Oh fuck!
the pig that I sent y'all videos of. So the ones that own that pig, they're like vegetarians, and they do not like when you like, man, let's cook this pig. Like they don't
Fuck
like that at all.
Well, I want to try that. Go down a little bit more.
Was that?
That roasted one. I want to try that. No, you missed it. To the right. Would you eat that?
Possibly.
What is that?
Because there's this place in Dallas actually that they serve you like the head,
Mhm.
and they give you like, you know, picadillo and salsa and corn tortillas, and you just pick
What
it up.
what is picadillo?
Like it's like, I've never made it, so I don't really know. It's like onions and cilantro and tomatoes and jalapenos, like lime juice, if I had to guess. But yeah, they give you all the servings and you just, you know, get the tortilla, and it actually looked really good.
I bet that would be.
Fuck, I want to try that shit, man. That shit's making me hungry.
Yeah, like
I heard the
love-
skin's really good on that, like that.
I'm not too like I'll eat pork, but I'm not too crazy about pork.
Yeah, me
though.
either, but that looks good though.
Yeah. I've always heard that if you eat pork before you go to bed, you have like crazy nightmares.
Oh, what
And I've
kind of
tried that
Mexican
before.
ass shit is that?
But I tried it, but I did have some weird ass nightmares when I had pork.
They're pretty intelligent.
What, pigs? I bet. I mean, hell, them hogs.
Fuckers.
I mean, they're bad for the environment, but them hogs to survive out.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They've
they're-
been destroying Texas in the South. You can just shoot them whenever you want.
That's the one thing I fear out here is fucking hogs.
Feral hogs. It's too urban here, but like,
Yeah. I heard this crazy ass story today. One of my dad's, who he does jobs for, this builder, he was telling us a story where one of his friends had died from a hog, where
The tusk got him or what?
it like ran under his legs.
Yeah, it'll cut
and
you.
it got like his main arteries on his legs, fucked him up.
They go
That's what they do.
You can release like that one pig that they had. They
Mhm.
released it in the wild. They go feral very quickly, and they grow a tusk and they become aggressive as soon as you release them. And it's like that's the thing is that I've heard is they're like level to your legs, so they'll. I've actually seen somebody die like that dog. Like he got stabbed in the right spot, and he instantly just like it got the artery in the leg. Just it's like a bucket of blood just fell out of his leg, and he just falls within a second. It's fucking
Damn.
insane. So I'm sure if that happened to him, he probably died quickly. That's fucking insane.
Well, especially out if you're in a ranch where you're miles away.
You just chill.
Yeah, there ain't no. You're gone. You're a goner. But
Fucking motherfucker.
I can't confirm this, but apparently a lot of the ranchers that were here in Texas like years ago, a lot of it's like their fault that there's all these hogs all over because like especially like West Texas, there wasn't much on the land, so they brought all these hogs and they just multiplied like crazy and they can't even control it now. But in the Austin area, they're bad.
Yeah, man. They like. I would do that. They can like you get on a helicopter and you can shoot them. I would do that. It'd be pretty fun. Don't worry, people. I'd eat it.
Because do you remember when I was working in Matador during Christmas? Do you remember that?
Mhm.
Because I had sent y'all a video of this big old hog that we saw. It was like the size of a calf. The guy actually thought it was a cow, and you get close and it's a pig. But they run up to like 30 miles per hour.
They're brutal. They're a brutal animal.
Yeah, like you don't want to cross paths with.
They destroy
hog.
like everything, and they have all those babies. So it's like, like there's seasons to kill things. You can kill anyone you want anytime. Yeah, man.
And they escape pretty quick because I mean they're pigs, so they're like low to the ground. So as soon as they run through those bushes, they're gone. Like you'll see them and then poof, they're gone.
I saw. I don't know why I watched these videos. I saw like methods to killing them, and there's shooting them and trapping them, and the worst one I saw, even though they are destructive animals, they poisoned them. I saw that when they poisoned them, it was not pretty. Like I'm like, man, why would you do that? I get why you would.
I mean, they are bad for the environment, so that's why there's not strict laws on killing them.
But to watch a animal go out like that, it's not fun.
Yeah, my dad said one time he bought a live pig to get all the meat, and he said that they got some people to cut it up for him, and they did it in our backyard. And he said like that they have like the worst screams. Like
when they start squealing.
Mm-hmm.
We can stop.
Did they slit its throat?
Do what
Did
now?
they slit its throat?
I mean, I don't know, but that's what he was just telling me.
Apparently,
So,
like again, I'm sorry. That's like the most efficient way to kill it. Not efficient, but that's like because it drains it of all its blood.
yeah.
I've never seen a dead pig. I was like, what the fuck? That was the first time I've ever seen something like that. Maybe I was young. It was in post. That was wild.
So in post, do y'all see him quite a bit though?
Not really inside of post, but like in the outer parts, yeah.
Every time I'm in post, I see rattlesnakes everywhere.
They kill them all the time out there too.
What are some animals that y'all are like terrified of?
Rattlesnakes. Those are the most realistic ones.
But
Brown the cruises. Because when I'm cleaning up shit.
but like more, like what about like mountain lions or bears?
I'm not at anywhere. Well, I'm never in a spot where that's gonna get me.
Yeah.
A rattlesnake might get me in a garden, or a fucking brown lacrosse or a black widow might get me. Those are realistic, but yeah, I don't really ever. I've never been in an area where there's bears.
Yeah.
Apparently they're here in Texas.
Yeah, in Denton. They go up to Denton.
That and then apparently we have mountain lions here. We got cougars too.
Yeah, in this area.
Yeah.
Bro,
I've seen
so
where Hell's Gates is, I saw a bobcat out there once.
Yeah, I've seen some coyotes in Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the most brutal fucking bear video I've ever seen today. It was insane. It killed a calf. It was fucking.
Oh, I've actually seen that one.
Did you see that
Yeah.
on Nature's Metal?
Mhm.
That was the most brutal video I've ever seen in my life. It was fucking gnarly. Like I was like, wow, these things aren't cute and cuddly. They kill.
Yeah, I was telling someone earlier today that mountain lions are the one thing that like terrify me.
Oh, speaking of which, I was there's it's called Meat Eater.
Mm-hmm.
You know Steven Rinella?
I guess I don't.
He's like a hunter and he has like a channel called Meat Eater. Well, one of the YouTube series they have is called Pardon My Plate. So they eat like things that people don't really eat in America.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was coyote. Would you ever eat a coyote?
I don't think
Did
I
you try
would.
it? So here's
Probably.
one. Here's one that they eat that they said that's not good. So apparently in America, there's 40,000 bobcats harvested a year. So that's like, there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
So apparently, like they taste really good.
really.
So after watching that video,
Sorry.
I was like, man, if I ever have land and I kill a bobcat, I'm gonna eat it because they said it tastes really good.
I'm sure it
Would you
tastes
try
like
either of
chicken.
those?
I'm sure it tastes like
Here's
chicken.
another one they ate that I was like, what the? They ate goldfish.
I thought you're not supposed to eat goldfish.
They're invasive. They're like pigs. They're invasive everywhere in America.
Really?
You can eat it, but it tastes like shit. And I was gonna ask Swag on this episode, like, man, can we try one of your goldfish? Because he has some in his pond.
What's the thing that they say you're never supposed to let a goldfish like out in the lake because they like grow like really big,
Yeah,
right?
they fucking take over. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. They take over the lake, and they're like the pigs,
Huh.
but in water, and they get real big, and they're like little carp, and they destroy the area. They destroy their environment too. But they ate some. He said it was bad. Nasty little fish.
That gator was pretty good. We had.
What gator?
Gator tacos. Shout out to Clairvoyant. Thank you for the
That was
experience.
good.
One thing I always wanted to try is gator sausage. Apparently down south they do that quite a bit.
Like in Florida? I mean, in Louisiana?
Well, like East Texas,
Like Beaumont?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's gator over there.
Gator.
I don't know. I would try just about anything if it was served to me.
I really would
Yeah.
try anything.
Just, I don't know if I'd hunt anything.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I'm one of those pussies that will try anything. I like meat. I don't care to know how the animal is slaughtered. I choose to live in ignorance.
Yeah, I've never been too crazy about, especially like deer hunting too. Like I've seen
Yeah.
videos where they skin the deer, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Really? No,
I get
wanna-
someone
wanna
else
be a
to do
part of-
that.
I want to be a part
Yeah.
of all of that. I find like,
It's great.
But that's how our
great. I like to move on
ancestors
from
survived, though.
Huh?
That's how our ancestors survived, though.
Yeah. And I am very thankful that I can ignorantly live like this.
It's like you're here.
Yeah, and I would like to move past this. I don't want to talk about. I just don't. It makes me so sad. It makes me so like itchy.
welcome to Pirate Radio.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sorry.
You're fired.
That I am.
Did you ever watch those Lemmy videos I sent you?
I've seen that documentary before.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a.
But did you see the other one that I sent you? He's playing a cover of "Not Fade Away," the Buddy Holly song.
Where? Do you have it?
Let's see.
Hey, Roy. Hey.
So,
Do you have the remote?
yeah. Maybe turn off the Bluetooth. It's on like on the laptop.
Oh,
Maybe
duh.
it's on the laptop. Oh shit! The laptop's about to die. Yeah. Yeah, this was like right when he was about to die.
Yeah. Because he died 16, right? Or no, it was 15, right?
It was posted like a day or two after his death.
Yeah, but this is 2010. He aged very rapidly after this.
Yeah.
That's a Buddy Holly song?
Yep.
Oh, hey, that wasn't with... He was just featuring on that song. That was with the band.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Lemmy.
I watched this video yesterday. It was about the Guns N' Roses and Nirvana feud.
Yeah.
And apparently that was kind of... Lemmy was kind of the one where he kind of brought them back together because he performed with Dave Grohl and Slash for one show. And that kind of like ended the feud. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I knew he was real good friends with both of them.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lemmy. June, you got anything you want to talk about? Any questions for the pirates, your lady pirate today?
I don't think so. I don't know. Thanks for letting me come on.
Bradley. You want to end it?
Sure.
It's already been an hour. Damn.
Okay.
Shout out to the two idiots. Hopefully Chris is back. I think by the time we do next episode, we'll be at Chris's new spot where season 3 will be located. So this will be the last time we do this here, I think. Don't hold me to that. But
Just Pirate Radio?
yeah, I'm doing Snake Pit here. But we'll do Pirate Radio over there and Lords of Film here. You know, now that I edited that video, I actually really thought it was pretty alright.
What? The Lords of Film? I don't know. It was okay. I am still glad you cut it down, though. Yeah.
I cut out a lot of...
I was just
BS.
I was just irritated that the conversation just kept wandering.
Did you have you listened to it?
Not yet.
I have body dysmorphia with my voice. I'm embarrassed that I even
consider bodies this morning.
I don't know. I just was like, wow, why the fuck do I talk? Why the fuck do I use words like that? I'm so stupid. Felt so. I was like, it's what I was telling you guys, but the whole not a nice person to myself, Roy. No, that's what I was talking about though. It's just like I was listening to it and I was like, that's not what I was trying to say. It sounds like a pobrecita way of what I was trying to say. Like I was just very like, ugh. And so, but I was happier with it than I have been with the last couple reviews. That's really what I meant with like wanting to like change it up is like, I feel like having to summarize just one single movie in like an hour and then also speaking on it. It's like, I feel like I would like lose train of thought really easily, or I would jump around and I would leave the podcast feeling like really fucking stupid or just hating it. And so I don't want to feel like that. So I'd rather just have a conversation, just chop it up about this is what you and I have watched, but this is also what I'm watching. What have you been checking out? I saw you were at Alamo. You know, like I just want to have a more casual conversation like that. So it kind of alleviates that like OCD part of me that is like, wow, I fucking went off topic again. You know, and
it happens.
I know.
That's
And
what
I mean,
editing's for.
I'll get better with time. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like I've been helping him enough to where it's just like I should be better, and I just hate the way I speak. You know, so I just have to get better at it.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get better at these things. I'm trying to listen to more podcasts. So if y'all need guests on Pirate Radio, I'd like to help out. But I would like to be more part of the conversation.
There's a good film podcast that you should check out. I love the way they structure their videos. It's called Half in the Bag.
Send it to me.
Okay. Yeah, they pretty much, it's usually just the way they talk about the film, like it flows pretty well.
Yeah. And like I don't want to like deconstruct a film because I really fucking hate like movie haters that are just kind of, they pick everything apart, or they just want to be anti, or they just have to analyze everything. I don't like, I really do just, I love the movie going experience just for the experience. I wouldn't
say that they like deconstruct it. It's very intelligent the way they do it.
Yeah.
But like it's funny too.
Yeah.
Like they make like jokes in it too. So, but yeah, I'll send the link and see what you think.
Yeah.
So.
I think I just want something just very just chill. You know what I mean? So I'll check it out. I listen to, of course, like a lot of Dead Meat, and one of my favorite film podcast ever was Shockwaves. It was a Blumhouse podcast. A few years ago, they ended it in COVID times, but that was like my favorite fucking podcast to listen to as far as like horror goes. And they would talk about like Fangoria, just like it was like when like horror was like really big. Like they used to bring that podcast to Texas Frightmare. It's a horror movie podcast, and I used to be able to like every year they would record, so you would just sit in the room while they were recording their podcast and just sit quietly like while they record. And they would have like whatever guests they had on, or they would be talking about whatever movies they were talking about. But yeah, no. So I really like that flow of things for Lords of Film. Just something very just casual, just, very, very casual conversation, but still directed in the air of like pop culture and like movies and film, TV shows, a little bit of music, you know what I mean? But I don't want it to become just another extension of Snake Pit. I want it to be something more focused, and I think that's kind of the point of it too. That's why he gave it to me.
I feel what you mean.
So
Lords of Film on
all that just to say follow Lords of Film with a Z on Instagram.
On Instagram, it's on iTunes, Spotify. It's on the Snake Pit YouTube channel. Hope that's not confusing. Pirate Radio. It's on iTunes and Spotify as well.
You made an Instagram for it?
We are now on Instagram.
What's it called?
Pirate Radio Podcast. But it's all under Snake Pit. The Snake Pit Rattlesnake Roy YouTube channel. So that's where we do the other one, the main one. Mine, the Snake Pit Rattlesnake Roy. It's not the main one, but that's mine. So we have 3 under there. Well, I have 4 actually. I haven't done on the road in a long time. I've been thinking about doing that again. And then we're on Patreon. Patreon.com/Snake Studios, where we do an extra Pirate Radio episode. We're not going to do one for this one, but when we get back in the swing of things, we'll have another extra. And maybe when I get back focused up, I'll do the Jump in the Fryer again. But yeah, guys, please support us if you're listening and you're new. Subscribing is the best way you can support us. It's easy, it's free. You can repost us. You can like. You can subscribe. You can subscribe to the Patreon if you're really feeling special. It's $5 a month. Shout out to Jade for the $25 tier.
Hey, girl.
Thank you very much. So $5 a month. That's a fucking drink at Starbucks or 1 beer at the bar. So please, guys. So thanks, and be on the lookout for every one of our other episodes coming out. Lords of Film episode 10 is out right now, and I think we're at 190. When this drops, 195 on the Snake Pit. So, see you guys.